Welcome to Ball Talk Deep, where we talk deep about ball. It's Andrade and Irwin back at it again. Drop a like, drop a sub, drop a comment before we get into it. We post 5 videos a week, and this time around,
man,
oh boy, game 6.
It is over for LeBron James, man. Any chance that he had to catch up to Michael Jordan, he's fucked. He's not.
I already been said that was
any
far reach.
Even the most optimist of LeBron fans would agree with me.
I think this loss in this game and this loss in this series has cemented that Father Time is officially in LeBron James' home. And Chris Broussard put it a great way. Like, maybe I'll post a clip, I don't know, depends. But he said Father Time hasn't knocked down LeBron yet, hasn't caught up to him, but he is inside LeBron's home. You get what I mean? And we saw it in this game.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. He couldn't pull from within. And honestly, I don't even blame him anymore. He's 36. He turns 37 at the end of this year.
Yeah.
And how many 36, 37-year-olds, period, do you know could do that? And even professional athletes.
He did play well, but obviously for like the LeBron standards.
No, he played well, but I'm
like
just
what
saying,
we know, he wasn't that LeBron like
being able to pull it out of his ass, basically.
Like,
you know what I mean?
Like 40 points, 45 points type shit.
He was exhausted. He had to step out in the around like 6-7 minute mark
in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and I was like, damn. And I know, like, we know that he wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? Like, it's not his choice. But if there was any hope of him being able to lead another charge, it was that. And you know what? It wasn't LeBron's loss. It wasn't LeBron's fault. This is exactly like Dame with the Blazers, which coincidentally was the same thing tonight. His team let him down. Horton was doing what he could, but his team let him down. And if you guys were on Twitter at any point, just search Kyle Kuzma on Twitter. Oof, man, that man got roasted tonight by every single person.
But obviously, guys, before we get to it any further, you already know what time it is. Let's do some BTD stats time.
Is BTD stats time?
Yes, sir, man. It is that time.
All right, for this game, who do we want to vote? Let's start with the winners. The winners of the series. Yeah. Let's keep in mind, guys, before we get into the stats, we're talking like, you know, obviously the Lakers were the favorites, but the Phoenix Suns were the fucking home court advantage in the number 2 seed.
Oh shit! Like I remember.
Keep that in mind.
Like I remember this shit. That actually reminded me. Like No Dunks was talking about this. Congratulations, Suns! You guys were the first number 2 seed to pull off an upset. Damn. I know they were saying it like jokingly. The No Dunks, but I'm like, yo.
And it wasn't even the guys who said it. It was one of the commentators on the live stream. That's crazy.
Like, damn.
Shout out to that anonymous.
Yeah, anonymous Fulano.
But look. All right, the talk of the town in this series, unfortunately, fortunately, however you want to see it, but more so unfortunately for Devin Booker, is going to be LeBron James because 1, he's the face of the league, rightfully so, and 2, it's going to be on his. It's not going to be a big stain on his career overall, but just for now because of recency bias. And 3, if you don't know, this is the first loss in LeBron's career as a first round playoff loss. Like. Getting out of the playoffs in the first round.
Series.
Yeah,
this is the first series.
I worded that terribly. My bad, guys.
He's been undefeated.
Yeah, but I wanted to start that with. All right, now we're gonna get to the stats. Devin Booker,
boy, went off.
47 points, 8 for 10 from the 3, 15 from 22 overall from field goals, 100% from free throws, 9 for 9. Anybody that knows, if you want to be great at basketball, you score your fucking free throws. This man's doing it. He also caught 11 rebounds. And he had a plus 10 on the floor. And let's go to the second most important player overall, Chris Paul. Yes, he only had 8 points, but that man had 12 assists. He kept his team in it. He had a plus 3. And the second highest scorer in tonight's game, and he made some clutch shots. I think he had the dagger, or multiple people are gonna say different daggers, but he probably had the dagger. 18 points. Jay Crowder, everybody's been saying that he should have kept him, and how he also has been a crucial piece to this Suns team, and also was a crucial piece to the Heat team last year. 6 from 9 from the 3.
Yo,
8 rebounds and 2 blocks. And he had plus 0, but yeah, he was doing his thing.
Let me tell you this, man. This must be super sweet for Jay Crowder, man. After losing to LeBron in the finals, got some revenge, here in the first round.
That's true. Actually, good point. That's a good point. And then overall, you guys already see the images, but
We just wanted.
I do want to shout out Johnson plus 18, Kaminsky. He always gets a lot of flack. Plus 14, Payne plus 16, Bridges 10 points, but he still had a -4, but he scored 10 points. But let's go over to
the losers,
who are probably going to be talked a lot.
Yeah.
But you know, they're
rightfully
the
so.
most talked about team in the NBA. LeBron James scored 29 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, and still had a -3. But the man, remember, 36, 37 years of age, 41 minutes, guys. The man only had 7 minutes of rest in the entire basketball game.
He only could do so much.
For real, Dennis Schroeder, 20 points. KCP, 19 points. Obviously, Davis, 0. Gasol, 0. Unfortunately, Gasol wasn't able to do what hopefully they were hoping he could do.
Yeah.
And then the talk of the town, Kyle Kuzma, 1 for 6, only had 2 points. And people are just saying a lot of shit about him because it could have been Brandon Ingram on this team.
For real.
And imagine Brandon Ingram.
Man.
But let's not forget, Kuzma had his no crazy moments, but he had his moments in last year's playoffs and finals. Yeah. So guys, keep that in mind. Don't let the recency bias get to you. But yeah.
But now that we know about all the stats that's going on.
Oh, okay. Let's get to the important stats.
Yeah.
Team stats.
Yeah.
Because I think this is a clear picture. 50.7% from field goal Suns. 41.8% from field goal Lakers. Suns, 51.4% from the 3. 28.6% for the Lakers. 95.5% for free throw for the Suns, 87.5 for the Lakers, 42 rebounds for the Suns, 35 for the Lakers, 24 for the Suns, 21 for the Lakers for assists. And even with 14 turnovers, they were still able to get it done. And then largest lead, oh God, this always happens. 29 points for the Suns, 0. Zero for the Lakers.
They never led, man. From the very start, man, they kept on going. Lakers got pretty close. They knocked it down to as close as 10, if I believe it. But, man, they just started doing stupid shit. I remember in the third quarter, man, there was a technical foul. There was a flagrant foul that Markieff Morris did, man. And that kind of killed a little bit of the momentum that the Lakers had.
Yes. And if you didn't catch the game, while the score may look somewhat close, 113 to 100, it was honestly never really close. Every time the Lakers would come within some type of momentum. Yeah, exactly. And within the vicinity of, okay, they could catch up. And I think the closest they got was like double digits in 10, the... Okay, still double digits. I think it was 10 or 11.
Yeah.
But the Suns would always start running away with it. Yeah. And it was so sad. And then by the 3, even 4-minute mark, the Lakers' body language was just depressing. Even from LeBron.
No, especially from LeBron, man. Like in the fourth quarter when the game was like 2 minutes, man, this guy was walking back on defense.
Yeah, after he was trying to get a call on the foul, and then he was just like over it, and he literally walked. Like the shot from the camera was 4 Lakers players, 5 Suns players on the Suns side, and LeBron was walking into the frame, and I was just like, oh man, this. He's fucking pissed. He's heated. He's done.
Pistons being a sore loser as well, man.
I mean, type shit, but I mean, yeah, low key is sore because he was just, bro. I just think he was gassed. He was gassed. And honestly, his team just let him down. As soon as he stepped out of the game, if he didn't step out of the game, I don't think we'd be in this situation. But he had to.
And of course, if Anthony Davis was healthy, we would not be in this situation. He only played 5 minutes, man. Obviously, the Lakers are not the same.
He wasn't ready.
It's just like any other team, man. If your second best player, your second star is injured, you're not gonna be the same. It happens.
But. Yeah, and keep in mind, again, I'm sorry to keep focusing on the age, but because what Erwin's saying right now, you can bring up Jokic, but Jokic is fucking 25, 26.
Yeah.
That's a decade, more than a decade difference, guys. Keep that in mind. Yeah. LeBron's been through his shit. And here's one graphic I want to bring up that actually first things first brought up. Nick Wright, if you guys watch sports, you guys know Nick Wright is a LeBron true diehard fan. He's not illogical about it, but he brought up this thing. Since 2012, when LeBron was down 3-2, he had an 8-1 record. And honestly, that gave me a little bit of hope. But I remember thinking, like, when I saw it in the morning, I was like, but still, like, this is different. This is different. I kept thinking, you know what? The evidence is there. It's possible. And it's always, I think everybody knew that the only reason this game was possible for the Lakers was because of LeBron. But I kept thinking Father Time, man.
So, hey, real quick before we finish it up over here, like, let's talk about the Suns. Like, what do you think, like, for the future for them, man? You think now they're able to get past the Lakers? They're pretty much, in the driver's seat for the championship or what?
Nah, I'm sorry.
Not yet.
I gotta see how they do in the second round, and then that'll give me more of a better, clear picture of how things could play out for them.
Well, right now, they're scheduled to play in the second round versus the Nuggets because actually today, as of this recording, they beat the Blazers to be able to win that series. That should be an
you already know how I feel about the Nuggets.
Yeah, I don't
think they're going to get past the Nuggets.
They're definitely they're definitely going to get past the Nuggets, man. That's a definite fact. If they had Jamal Murray, then okay, I would agree with you, but no Jamal Murray, especially. And after what you saw today, man.
They got MPJ. They got Gordon.
That's cute.
They got Bobo. They got Campazzo.
That's cute, man. But as you saw right now, what helped the Suns be able to close the Lakers out at their house, obviously AD being injured, Booker went off, but more importantly, in the closing moments, yes, the calming presence.
Yes,
that's
Chris okay.
Paul.
I'm glad you brought that up.
That helped them close the damn game.
He kept everyone's composure set, which... Honestly, if he was on the Clippers,
and for a young,
you might be seeing a different Clippers team.
For an inexperienced team that the Suns were in the playoffs, they needed that. That's the Chris Paul.
And that's why I was so off the Suns. And even now, I'm still a little iffy, but the CP3 effect is being legit right now. But hey, keep in mind that shoulder's still hurting Chris Paul.
He's gonna get some rest, and we could agree.
In a few days.
Hey, I mean,
he's also in his mid to late 30s, bro. Don't keep that in mind.
He could do it, but we could both come to agreement. And you let me know in the comments what you guys think. There's like the best opportunity that Chris Paul has had.
Yes.
To get ring number 1.
I was gonna tweet that. I forgot to tweet it actually, but it's crazy to think like who would have thought Chris Paul's best shot at making it to the finals would end up being on the Phoenix Suns. Just on the Phoenix. That sounds like such a weird sentence.
Doesn't take anything away from Booker, man. Booker showed up. He definitely shown that he's a guy ready to step the fuck up in the playoffs. But guys, let us know in the comments what you guys think.
You know what's funny though?
What?
Like, I just thought like one thing, because LeBron and CP3 are boys. You know what I mean? They're boys. Now. Like, just think about your boy holding this over you. Like, oh, yeah. Even if CP3 never has, like, a ring or whatever, like, yeah, you got 3 rings, but, 4 rings, my bad. Like, who beat you last in the playoffs? You know what I mean?
My ass!
For real.
But, guys, let us know in the comments what you guys think, man. Are the Suns in the driver's seats to win the championship? Are the Lakers fucked? Should LeBron join the Mavs, like Andrade said on Twitter? Let us know what you...
bro...
But that'll be a topic for another day.
Yeah.
Let us know what you guys
LeBron
think.
and Luka teaming up.
We'll love to hear that. Either way, appreciate all the love and the hate. You guys already know. Catch us on Twitter, TikTok, and
all podcast platforms.
Exactly. Ball Talk Deep. We'll catch you guys soon. For now,
take care.